Inflation is the one form of taxation that can be imposed without legislation. Milton Friedman. Now, think about that for a second. Because the economy right now feels like pouring water into a bucket with a slow leak. You keep working, you keep earning, but somehow the bucket never fills. You're not spending recklessly, you're not lazy, and yet every month feels tighter than the last. That's when the uncomfortable question shows up. What if you're not broke? What if you're just losing? We've seen this movie before. Back in the 1970s, inflation didn't explode overnight. It crept in quietly. Groceries got a little more expensive, gas prices ticked up, rent slowly climbed, and people kept working harder just to stand still. Between 1971 and 1980, prices in the United States more than doubled. Not because people suddenly became irresponsible, not because everyone stopped budgeting, but because the system changed. Governments printed more money. Economists called it stimulus. Regular people called it everything costs more. Then it happened again. In 2008, during the financial crisis, central banks turned on the money printers to save the economy. And once again, money flooded the system. Now, here's where things get real. In 2022, inflation hit 9.1%, the highest level in over 40 years. Rent in many cities jumped more than 30% in just 2 years. Groceries, up around 25%. Car payments now averaging over $700 per month. And here's the part that hurts. Wages didn't keep up. Average salary increases hovered around 4%, while prices climbed much faster. That gap is the villain. Not your spending, not your discipline, the gap. Because when prices rise faster than income, your purchasing power shrinks, quietly, relentlessly, every single month. It's like running on a treadmill that keeps speeding up. You're still moving, but you're getting nowhere. This is why so many people feel stuck today. You might be earning more than you did 5 years ago, but your money feels weaker. A paycheck that once covered rent, groceries, and savings now barely covers the basics. Not because you failed, because the rules changed. Imagine this. 5 years ago, you earned $3,000 a month. Rent was $1,000. Groceries were $250. You could breathe. Today, you earn $3,400. Sounds like progress, but rent is now $1,450. Groceries are $320. Utilities are higher, gas is higher, insurance is higher. Suddenly, that raise disappears. Not into luxury, not into bad decisions, into survival. That's why people say, I'm working harder than ever, but I feel poorer. Because they're not broke, they're losing ground. Here's the truth most people don't hear. Inflation doesn't destroy you overnight. It erodes you slowly, like rust on metal, almost invisible at first, but powerful over time. The goal isn't panic. The goal isn't chasing risky investments. The goal is awareness. Because once you understand the game, you can start playing defense, saving consistently, managing risk, thinking independently. The future is uncertain. It always has been. But the people who survive economic storms aren't the loudest, they're the most prepared. And sometimes the smartest move in a losing game is simply refusing to fall behind. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more Sensinance updates.